Hello, welcome back. It's me, Matthew, and I've just had a think about things this afternoon. I was quite shocked on a number of things that I've seen as well on YouTube. Now, looking at that footage of this spaceman in a car that's believed to be in space, rotating, we can see the sun and the earth. Now, it's quite shocking really, because when I studied the footage, I zoomed in on many things on that footage as well. Now, again, I looked at the cloud system on that Earth that you could see on that footage. When you zoom in, no chemtrails, and many of the patterns of the clouding system were multiplied, they were copied. Now, our Earth doesn't look like that. It looks a lot different. And the reflection from that light source as well on that video is not the same. It was too dim. It was reflecting on that car as well, so much different that it should have been. I mean, come on, it's getting to a point now, isn't it, that they're rubbing it in our faces, aren't they? Now, I've studied the skies for a long time. I can pick up many objects in the heavens, and I pick up quite a few things on people's different photographs, genuine photos that have come in from these excellent people. These people are outstanding. They have seen objects up there. Now, when checking the webcam images, there has been, and you can tell as well, of droplets on the glass screen of the webcam from rain. But this rain again causes a lens to make it look as if there is an object, a circle of a celestial planet size of object that is way too big, that's reflecting, but again it's rain that's landed on the screen. There is also spiders that appear on the webcam as well, on the glass, and indeed it's not anything that's out there in the sky. It is a spider that's just there on a web. Now, again, this is why I choose to go for the webcams at thousands of feet high above on them mountains, because again it's hard for spiders or anything else to survive on them webcams. Now, all the way through the different videos on the other channel and going through with this channel as well, I am being deadly honest. I'm being genuine, and I'm just showing you what I see on the screen as well. Now, I just want to explain a few things as well that is important. Back in 2015, October, mid-October, I was studying the skies. I was always looking up to the heavens at night time, in the evening time, and I noticed around about 2 a.m. in the morning, I was just about to go back into the house. The windows I had were two big French windows, so I had a good view with my binoculars, telescope, and I could look out and notice many things. Looking at the stars quite a few times as well, you can pick up and start remembering where those stars are. Now, going back to the 2 a.m. day, mid-October, I was just about to go indoors, and I noticed two dim stars across closely to the Big Dipper, the area of the star system, and they started brightening up together. They lit up together. Now, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was absolutely shocked. Hand on heart, it was quite shocking. It was an experience, but I didn't feel any upset or fear or any worry. I was quite surprised, and it was a calming feeling. Now, they both lit up and they moved across the sky east, well, southeast, and I just felt that they knew that I was maybe looking up, and then they just went through the heavens up there. Now, since then, I've seen objects on the horizon that was lighting up like a sun and then moving quickly to the left side on the horizons. Now, keep going and being persistent and looking at different nights at different locations of horizons. You will pick up things. I even noticed as well, when the sun was going down, there was a strange shadow that was cutting through the cloud system. Now, is it a cloaking object that was cutting through? Now, I don't know what I was seeing, but I was seeing it. Now, another thing as well, about a month later, I was looking up at the heavens through that back French window again, and I noticed this white object cutting through the skies. Now, it seemed to be skimming, like a jet ski on the sea. Now, it was not going in a straight line. It was drifting left to right, but it was skimming and then disappeared. Now, again, I was very observant back then, which I am still now. But I kept looking up. This is the trick. You've got to keep looking up, you see, because you don't want to miss anything. Now, I wasn't too bright with a camera back then, or even to run a YouTube channel. I didn't know how to. I didn't even know how to. I didn't even know that I was able to download or upload onto YouTube. So, again, half an hour later, after looking at that object that was skimming through the night sky right across above, I saw the same pattern, the exact same pattern of this skimming, but it was faded, like it was like as if it was it copied itself, like it done that at first, and then half an hour later you could see a repeat of the pattern, but it was faded, like as if it was recorded up there. Now, again, I can't explain that, but it was a sighting. It was strange. I've even seen two glowing objects together, just moving across the skies, across the heavens, and then disappear. They fade off. They brighten up, they glow up, and then they do not glow afterwards. They just disappear. Now, that was amazing as well, you see, and I'd never forget that, because when we experience things like that, to everybody in the community, when we look up and experience things, it never goes away. It stays with us. And even dreams. Many people that's sending comments in and emails in the past. I mean, I've read some wonderful stories as well, genuine stories from genuine people about dreams that they've had from experiences through the early years of a huge celestial object that passes across our heavens and causes a huge problem to our earth. Now, again, these people are genuine, and I had a dream as well. I spoke about it some time ago. I woke up, I went towards the window of the house, and all I saw was like harp cloud formations, strange formations. Now, I had this dream before I even invented a YouTube channel. It stuck with me, you see. Now, after looking out that window, I noticed a black line cutting through the harp cloud formations. Now, that black smoke sort of line went down. There was two slight red markings, lines, like a glow to the either side of this black line. And then everything just became very white. I turned round and I protected my wife. I just wanted to protect my wife. And I felt the heat across my back. And then that was it, like a flash. That was it. And then I woke up. I was quite panicked, but then again, it made me think. When you have a dream, it makes you, when it's very vivid, I'm on about a very vivid dream, it sticks with you again, doesn't it? Those memories stay there. Now, I do believe that our Lord God sends messages to us, to the ones that are awakened to the truth. We've got to keep going, you see. We've got to keep trying to get this truth open. There's lots of different beliefs of this system that's out there. I fully believe it's out there. On the 26th of July 2016, I saw that heavenly body to the 5 o'clock position of the sun. I tried to get home to get my camera. I came back and it was just a haze. I didn't have my camcorder with me. I was travelling to drop a van off. I hired a van to do a lot of moving, my settee and what have you. I swapped it for a new one, and I got back home. I noticed it on the way back after dropping the hired van off, because my wife was driving behind. And when we got back, we noticed, we both were very, very shocked. We pulled up and just saw it. It was absolutely amazing. We saw that red object on the horizon, and it had like a white glow in the center of it, like lines, and then disappeared. Now, again, what drives us to carry on is because we've experienced these objects. We've noticed these celestial events. We can't forget that, you know, and it's been spoke about in the Bible about Wormwood, and I truly believe about Wormwood. Now, again, Revelation 10, Revelation 11. We've got to focus on this. It's important because there is now the signs in the skies. It was spoke about again. Please look at the signs in the heavens. We're seeing differences of our celestial moon. We're seeing different colours. We're seeing different sizes of it now, and it's glowing far too bright. Now, even the sun is changing colour. I mean, we're seeing a white sun in the heavens now. We're seeing a different beam of light coming from the sun, reflecting on those lowered cloud formations. I mean, the cloud systems now have so much changed. Like I showed you that photograph from Camford Heath in Dorset in Poole. If you recognise the accent, this is where I'm from. I've got a Dorset twang. But, again, I remember those cloud systems at my younger age. Now, when looking at the cloud systems now, they are so much different. There's so many signs around now in the heavens. We can't barely see the stars as much as we saw them in the past. I'm still waiting for a camera to connect to this telescope I've got, and I will, when I get that, I will connect it and I will get some really super clear photos to show, zoomed in. It is important, I've said this on the other channel as well, getting some really close shots. Now, I'm going to show some images that have been brought in because our community is very respectful. These people are so respectful towards me and others as well. We get comments, people talking and discussing things, and we get comments as well that people from the same area that can see the same differences in their skies, and that just shows you big proof that this is happening. We can't ignore it. I mean, we do speak about chemtrails quite a lot. We know they're there and we know what they're doing. But what is amazing as well is this simulator, this object that now that we see in our skies, this fluorescent light source again behind those strange chem formations. I mean, we can't ignore it, can we? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now show these photographs from all across the world, and please, all of you, please take care. Okay, on this first image is coming from April from Iowa in the USA. Now, she states in her email, someone's at the door, sorry. Hello? Hello?
I thought you were doing a video.
Yes, darling, I'm doing a video. So, are you alright, darling? Do you want your cocoa in a bit? Yes? Do you want a biscuit? Yes? You okay? Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
And say, hello, I'm Iris.
Hello, I'm Iris.
Alright, darling. I'll get you cocoa, and I'll as soon as I've done this video, I'll get you...
Don't forget my biscuit, though.
I will not forget your biscuit, darling. Alright? So, alright, babe. I'll see you in a bit, darling, alright? Nearly finish this, and I'll sort it out.
Okay.
See you later, darling. Sorry about that. That was Iris, my daughter. She's going to go to bed soon. Anyway, so apologise about that. Now, look at that cloud formation you can see just to the left side again. We can see that dark shadow on the screen, can't we? Now, in Iowa, again, it's dimming, isn't it? The sun is still dimming. We're still seeing this strange sunlight, aren't we, on the screen? Just another astonishing photograph. And again, like I said, we've got to carry on doing this, haven't we? We can still see what's going on with this whole scenario, and it's important to carry on, keep going. Let me show you the next image now. Okay, we've got 3 attachments that have come in from a kind subscriber as well, saying beautiful, dangerous skies. This genuine person, again, can see the big differences like we all can. So let's take a look at these fine, fantastic photos. Okay, on the first attachment we could see the cross in the sky, can't we? Chemtrails. Now, again, they use something else to spray our skies, not just military planes, because you could see that chemtrail going straight down. Look to the right and the left hand side, you can see a blatant chemtrail. Now, what is quite amazing on this photograph is to the left side, we're seeing the trees have been harmed. Can you see to the right? They are fresh, aren't they? They're more healthier because there's many parts where we see tree systems in wooded areas where some parts are very have been damaged again by the sun, our sun, the simulator as well. We are seeing that reflectant light, and this damage is still occurring. It's still showing. Now, this is what I do. Again, I just observe. I observe what is happening with the photos and across our world. This is very important to speak out about this, because we are all, again, sky watchers that are watching the heavens. Look again, just on the photograph, thousands of feet high, we're seeing this strange haze, more chemicals being spread across our skies, lands on everything. So again, thank you for sending this photo in. Here is the next image. Now this image is just like the other one, so the two images are very similar to each other. So I'm going to show this one. Now can you see again these black strange cloud formations on the horizon? We are seeing a different color. Now we have seen this photograph, very similar photograph, just on the other video of the horizons, that same color that's coming through again. We didn't see this in our past skies. Now I've done a photography course going back some time now, and I learned as well how to pick up images, pick up objects, and to also scan photos. And it's done me a favor really by running this channel, because when you have knowledge of showing images going through, indeed having an eye for this as well is very important, because catching anything on screen, anything different, is just a blessing for all of us. Now let me move to the next photo. Okay, we've got another email that's come through from Mark Porter. He states at the top there on the left hand side, strange skies. Now on the email it's 7:24 p.m. 52 minutes ago. Hi Matt, this is just past noon today, 12 February 2018, here in Casa Grande. It's a mixture of natural cloud coverings with chemtrails and HARP frequencies from Raytheon in Tuscan mixed in. Temperatures is 65 degrees with wind out if the southwest. Strange days indeed. You have permission to use these photos, Mark. So God bless you, Mark. Thank you for accepting by sending these through and giving me permission. I'm going to show these now. Okay, now this is zoomed in on Mark's first image. Now, like I've said before as well, it is interesting, isn't it? The skies become darker, like on this photograph. We are seeing that reflector that's above there. Now on the area that we see the reflector, we can start to see a different colour that's filtering through above these chem formations, thousands of feet high. HARP is on full power again. Look at these painted areas here and here. This is not our sky. This again is another colour that's coming through. They are using again different techniques to cover our skies to make us think that everything is normal. Now the shadow, the dark shadow that appears as well that time of the day is very strange. Just like Mark said, he's astonished to see it like this. He has been monitoring the skies for many years and can see this huge difference. Now let me move to Mark's next photograph. Here is the next photo as well. We can start to see the light source that's beaming through quite much more brighter now, can't we? Now again, look at this strange colour reflection that's coming through. These HARP clouds, these formations, painted sky. So again, Mark, thank you for these attachments. I've sent to show the community these two images because I find them most revealing that something is wrong. So God bless you, and please take care. Okay, here we have a image that's come in from Barb Armada from Mexico, this fantastic member of our community that is out scanning the skies. This kind member as well is fully aware of Wormwood. She has studied this for many years. She can see this big change just like all of us. Look at these cloud formations again. They're not natural. What we're seeing here as well is this strange reflection, this simulator in the heavens. Look again at the mountains and the ground as well. The mountains are too dark as that sun, the so-called heavenly body, that is now not natural. It is a reflector. So thank you again, Barb, for this fantastic photo that you've sent in, and God bless you, and thank you for your kind email as well. I will respond to you very shortly. Okay, like I've done this many a times before, I've spoke about the emails that have come through as we talk through the different photos, and Barb has just sent this in from Mexico, just right now, just seconds ago. Now, look at the photograph again. Look at the natural cloud that you can see in the centre of the screen, but what we can clearly see above as well is these strange streaks in the skies, chemicals being spread across our atmosphere. Now, when you see this every single day, it is a worrying thought, isn't it? We are continuing to see this here in the UK. Many other people are seeing this across the world. I've had up to 2,500 emails that were sent in these last 4 days explaining what they're seeing and sending photos through. So I will continue to show the photos. I've said it before as well that I tried to open photographs and they zoomed in too much. So I will respond back to you to hopefully if you can try and send them back to me or send more images in, and I'll provide them onto video. But again, it is clear, isn't it, that these are very, very unnatural. I'm going to go to the next photo. Okay, we've got another picture as well that's coming from Mexico by the same fantastic person. Can you see these strange shapes in the heavens? Strange lines again. We are seeing chemtrails, and we're seeing a lot of formations as well across our skies. I mean, again, this is chemicals being spread across our atmosphere. Look at the natural cloud formations. There's some here, but in the background we've got those strange shapes again, haven't we? Again, they are chemicals as well. But our natural clouds are just not doing what they had been done in the past. Look at this line. I mean, everything on the screen is genuine. It's a genuine photograph. Just come in moments ago. This is what their skies are looking at like now in Mexico. Here is the next photo that's coming as well. Now, again, I am a full believer of Wormwood, and I do believe that the system that's out there in our inner solar system is tilting our solar system. And when this happens, the weather patterns, the earth is stressed, the sun is tilting. There is a huge problem out there that is incoming, and the government will still try and suppress this information. This is what they're doing. This is what they're good at. Distractions. Just like that, what we saw, that car that's showing on the TV there on live channels that's supposed to be in space. It's a distraction. It's all a distraction. Okay, now just like on Barb's photograph, we're still seeing those formations in the skies. And again, it is a big change to our Earth system. Look on the horizon again, the different colours. We've got the natural clouds, but look at this pink chemical cloud system that's on the horizon here, covering up the truth. So thank you again for this photo. Okay, Barb, thank you for these attachments. This is Barb's last photograph you could see of that chemtrail again, that chem line. Strange formations and that strange haze again. So big respect to you for sending these in. God bless, and that's moved to other people's images. Okay, we've got an email that's come through again from another kind subscriber to our community, John. Now, it states here with these photographs, "Hello again, Matt. Here is some pictures of my skies. Use however you deem fit. Fake sun, fake chemtrails, clouds. There is not Cirrus, and look at how dark now it is behind the sun. Last but not least, look at the colours and reflections." Now, this, again, just come in 3 minutes ago at 8:32 p.m. So let's dive in and look at these images. Okay, on the first photo, on these attachments coming in from John, look at this area, again, that we are supposed to believe it is our sun. Can you see clearly that that chem formation is blocking it. How can our sun, our natural sun, we saw many years back, is able to be blocked by that formation, that strange formation? Now John describes as well, no natural clouds been seen for many months. All that they see now is these strange harp formations moving across the sky to cover this area. I mean, look at this. These photos again are destroying this fake reflector in the skies. People can see this now. Let's move now to John's next photo. Here is the next genuine photo that's coming as well from John. Can you clearly see again? It's like nighttime, like a very evening sky. In the morning, around about 10:30. I mean, other times of the morning, we're catching this as well. Look at the shadows on them trees. Just below here, we've got that pink reflection that's coming through. He can see this. Again, it should be a lot brighter than this. Just a harp cloud can cause the area that we see of the sun to do this is absolutely ridiculous. It shouldn't do this. Indeed, many parts of the world are seeing far too much of a dark sky. And thank you again, John, for this fantastic photograph. You've blown it out the waters because, again, still, this is what's happening right now. Okay, with this attachment that John sent in as well, it zoomed in, but when we can remember the sun, the sol, from just a good few years back, it was a golden object in the sky. But look at the way the strange chemical clouds are reacting to the light source of this simulator. It is just a huge reflector. It's far too white. And again, when you look around the sky, just on the outer area, the blue sky, the colour is different from the colour from years ago. We wouldn't be able to see it properly because of how bright it was back then to what it is now. So thank you, John, for these fantastic images. Here we have more attachments coming in from Tom from West Virginia. Now, Tom in his email has stated it was an overcast morning and then the clearing came along with the chemtrails. It's so obvious, but people are totally oblivious of what's going on. God bless. God bless you too, Tom. Look at the timestamp here as well. It is 7:22, 1 hour ago. Let's now look at Tom's fantastic photos because, again, this guy, just like all of the subscribers sending photos in, are just out to show the truth. Okay, what we see on Tom's first photograph is what is happening in many other parts, showing these chem lines in the skies, the dimming area of the reflector, the sun, and many strange formations on the horizon just here. Look at these lines, these colours, and these twisted chems. Everything will become, after this, a huge cover-up, a haze in the skies. To the right side, we're still seeing a very dim shadow. Look at this. What happens is as well that the reflector will become brighter when all these formations are spread across in front of it. We are still seeing this strange haze, this colour that we do see on the horizons, this pink reflection. Its width and the area that we see of this reflector behind it. Out there in our solar system, they are indeed just covering this truth of Wormwood. It's made its way back, and we just got to continue to keep showing the images. Now, like I've said before, I do not know a time of day when this event in our foreseeable future will happen, but progressing with these chems, these lines that we see full of harmful chemicals, and this strange area that we see now of the sun, this dimming every day, it isn't stopping, is it? Now, people have said that we're in the winter period, that's why the skies are darker and dimmer, but when we head into the summer period, we're going to still see this. And even then now, we're starting to still see shadows of chems. Can you see this? Still happening, isn't it? Let's move on over now to Tom's next photo. Here is the next photograph that's been zoomed in slightly. Taking a look again towards the heavens, taking a close look at this formation, this chemtrail. The one above as well has been separated, those chemicals spread across our atmosphere. Look to the left side, we are still seeing that reflector, the reflection again, you can start to see a blue light colouring across here as well. Very, very strange. So thank you, Tom, for these images. Tom, again, is a full believer of Wormwood, and he has picked up some amazing photos, given a lot of information in as well about these coming events. Here is Tom's last photo, X's in the skies. Now, again, these have just been brought in a short time ago, so indeed their skies are being chemtrailed, being covered up. This is what it's all about, a smoke screen in our skies. They don't want us to see the truth, and it's continuing to this very day. Here we have another email that's come through from another kind person in our community. Now, this chap says as well, states, Matt Rogers, I took those photos yesterday afternoon. The sky is definitely changing, and the skies are becoming more pink. So let's take a look at these images that were taken 2 hours ago at 6:24 p.m. Okay, now we've got to respect these people because, again, these photographs are from the skies of today, right now, across our world. Now, all the photos you've seen, we are still seeing these strange formations, not natural cloud formations. People are reporting chemtrails through the day, and then it becomes like this. Look at those different formations, these different colours too. They don't move about, they just stick in our sky. Now I will carry on and on because it's important to show you what the skies are like, as news media just reports of a hoax of saying that everything is fine, because people are watching the news media, then they go outside, take a look, and they are seeing this. Let me move now to the next photo. This is the other genuine photograph. What we're seeing again is more formations. Look down below here, we're seeing this yellow colour. These again move very strangely across the area. When the sun goes down, we are seeing a lot of strange formations in the skies. I mean, look at these here as well. Very much different from the clouds from the past. Okay, this is the last image from Starak Truther. Now, can you see again? This is why people go outside, because people are picking up these different changes, these different reflections across the heavens. You've got to take your hat off to these genuine people as well, because this is what this channel's about. It's about the truth. It's about showing the real photos. No trickery, no enhancing, no tricking anybody, because lying doesn't work. Just speaking out the truth and just walking through the different images is what the people want to hear. Just very important. So God bless you and take care. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I will provide more photographs and video footage as time goes by. It's so important. Now, I've been working very busy this afternoon, so I come home in the evening to be able to do photos and videos. So please bear with me, because again, this channel is going to stay live, and all it's all about is to show what is happening across our world every single day. I mean, some days we're not going to catch much, but the photos are still important to the community. Other days as well, in different videos, we're going to catch a lot of images. So again, it's being patient and being calm, positive, spiritually minded, and just carrying on. So God bless all of you. Please keep safe, and don't let those in power think for you. Please, let's do the thinking for ourselves. From Matt Rogers.